Well, I want to also thank the Digital Learning Institute. This was just fantastic. I learned so much, and I'm especially grateful to Bo Choi for leading me. I had zero experience with Canvas starting this. I have been teaching at UCI for 25 years, but I have never used Canvas before. And because I'm chair of the history department, I haven't been teaching at all, recently. So, now I'm back to lecturing for spring. So it'll be my first time lecturing online. Finally, I put off transitioning from Triple E to Canvas to the very last minute. Then I was chair, so I didn't have to. Now, I'm paying the piper, and it has been great, actually. I think Canvas is going to help make my class really organized. And I found the Digital Learning Institute super useful for helping me retool the class. This class, Revolution and Reaction in Cold War Latin America, is a division lecture in history. It's small. It's capped at 40 students, so there's no TA. It's just me and the students, and I'm planning to teach this synchronously with an option to to participate asynchronously if you're not available. So I'm going to lecture in real time on Zoom and record my lectures and post them. I'm also going to provide, most discussion will be discussion will normally be live in session. I'm planning to do lots of Zoom room breakout sessions. I'm planning to use Jigsaw Puzzle, which was a great new idea that I learned here. In addition to other active learning techniques that I've used from in-person teaching. But then for the asynchronous folks, I'll have a discussion board option. So I'm really proud of the way this looks. I had built, prior to transitioning to Canvas, when I was on Triple E, I had built over the years this enormous website through Dreamweaver, which I was actually really not equipped to manage myself. I always had to have the humanities tech person, Dwayne Pack, take me by the hand and help me do everything. But nonetheless, I had built a really sophisticated set of images and movies that were part of my lectures, and I had to shift this all to Canvas this term. And so I'm proud of the way that it turned out, and I'm optimistic that it's going to work out well. I love the module system. It really helped me stay organized. So like all of you, I'm doing a welcome. I'm doing a welcome image or welcome message all about me and asking them to do a little exercise. I'm providing a visual image that will help them understand, the best way to succeed in this class. And I actually have a section of that welcome message that says how to succeed in this class. I found one of the useful things about this institute is the emphasis on learning outcomes or learning objectives. I'd always been a little resistant to that because, of course I care about learning objectives, but I know what those are, and those are embedded and implicit in the kinds of things I'm asking the students to do. But I actually came up with some here, and they also helped me retool my assignments. My number one learning objective is that students become passionate and interested in Latin American history. That's what I care about most. Happening by the end of the class. But of course I have other, academic skill-oriented objectives. And this class, like many history classes, puts so much emphasis on reading, really teaching students how to read, valuing time for reading, and then asking students to engage in that reading through writing and also discussion. And in really grappling with how much of an objective that is for me, I retooled one of my key assignments. And I now have 40% of the grade based on weekly written responses to, to questions that they'll get weekly questions every week, 2 questions about the week's reading. They read 50 to 100 pages of history, and then they're going to write just 2 paragraphs. It's not a huge amount, but I want their words. I carefully explain what it is, and the learning objectives help me clarify for myself and also I think better articulate to the students why this isn't just busy work. The other, I'm proud of how, well, my lectures involve the use of images, and through transferring to Canvas, I have started to, or I've transferred my images from my giant website to PowerPoints that are now going to be, posted every week for students. So, I start off my first lecture kind of troubles the concept of 9/11 and September 11th, because September 11th was, a crucial date in Latin American history where the democratic government in Chile was overthrown by a US coup. So blah, blah, blah. I have all these images that I've had in my website before and I've been teaching with, but I definitely retooled them, streamlined them, and I think have better focused them in thinking about what I'm asking students to produce in, the weekly questions. So I guess in a nutshell, that's, I'm also excited about the way that Canvas allows you to directly, link, you can directly link films, which, because I've never used Canvas before, I never did that before. So when we get to the Cuban Revolution, I have some terrific footage of, the guerrillas in the Sierra Maestra in the late 50s. Also a great clip of a famous Cuban film on women and their, reorganization of labor in the family from the 70s. I can just embed those here. And so that's very exciting. So I am grateful, and I think it's super organized. I like the way the modules put everything there. Where I used to have a very elaborate syllabus, but then my website would also have, the reading files in one place and the midterm maybe in another. And here it's all in one place. That said, this in some ways is a very traditional course, in that my presence, I'll be there every single Tuesday and every single Thursday for the whole time. They got me the whole hour and 20 minutes. I'm not going to lecture for an hour and 20 minutes, but they're going to have me there, organizing different kinds of and facilitating different kinds of projects. And I think I'll be able to use this effectively when we transition back to teaching in person. So thanks very much to, the Learning Institute and to Bo Choi for helping with this.